get rid of it won the top prize and stuff like that? No, that's the stuff I need to delete. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of CNN USA. CNN.
Sounds like, at the end he says bye-bye, and everyone, like when they found it, they thought he killed him. He like overdosed right after it, but he didn't because they found out.
Oh, you broke the whole thing.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm Benny Safdie.
I'm Josh Safdie, and this is where we spend our days. A lot of our days.
Let's do it again and mention the name of the film.
Oh yeah. My name is Josh Safdie. This is my brother
Benny Safdie. We're actually adjusting to the moniker, seeing it everywhere, the Safdie brothers. Very strange.
No, we're not adjusting.
I know, it's very strange. It sounds good in France. Le Frère Safdie.
Yeah. Wait, there are sister filmmakers? We made a movie called Daddy Longlegs that's going to be starting its American theatrical tour on this Friday, May 14th. Lately, we've been really interested in Canal Street, it's the death of Canal Street.
Yeah.
And in here, they've been talk about we want to start collecting suspicious packages from around the city. But in here are literally just hundreds of these things, which are little kind of presentation trink boxes to keep fake watches. So, but this was literally found on Canal Street with cease and desist orders. I think what the New York and Daddy Longlegs is people call Lenny this consummate New Yorker, and I think the movie encapsulates that in a way, is the idea that a New Yorker has a sense of entitlement to the space around them. Just like a New Yorker thinks they can go into a diner, and just because it's a diner, they feel that they can stay there for hours upon hours. It's always open. The sense of entitlement New Yorkers have into the 6 feet around them at all times is really interesting. Littering, the idea of littering is really interesting to us.
It's strange because we didn't purposely go out of our way to make it a period piece, but then again, the places we're attracted to are older places, but they're older as they exist now. So in that sense, it's present day, but they are of older times, and it sort of represents perfectly the way the father lives. He doesn't live in the present because he's afraid of the past, and he doesn't live in the future because his future only exists to be remembered.
We want our movies to exist within the fabric of everyday life in New York. Not only just to be portraits of the fabric, but to be the fabric itself, the actual story. I want people to be walking down the street. We usually, when we're shooting in the streets, we usually disguise ourselves as much as we can. Brett will be shooting from a block away sometimes. There'll be a boom not so far away, but our demeanor is so kind of street candid that it's fine. If people just think of it as some crazy guy with a microphone.
Well, it's I guess one guy, I stopped him and he said, "No, I don't want any gold." And then I said, "No, I'm telling you this movie exists." He goes, "What are you talking about?" And I hand it to him. He looks at it for a second, he reads it, he goes, "Oh, I saw this thing shoved in the subway on the one line," which is we're doing the same kind of advertising like that. And so all of it connected in this guy's head, and he's like, "Okay," so, and then he starts asking me, "What's it about? Who are you?" And I say, "Oh, I'm Benny Safdie." He goes, "Oh, you made it?"
Some people look at the movie as this representation of pure freedom and efficiency, whereas then I think of the movie and efficiency, emotional efficiency. I don't know what they're referring to there, and maybe it's some weird lost in translation thing in terms of the camera work being a pragmatic, efficient. It's the only way we could have gotten the movie was by shooting in a certain way, and maybe that's what they see as American, but I don't know. If you look at the grand scope of the movie, it began with our dad and ends with Lenny. And it was definitely the beginning with Ronnie Bronstein's face leaving registration at South by Southwest. I didn't even know he was a filmmaker. I really saw him as this I saw him as a famous actor who got no work, who was filled and completely complicated with a terrible reputation of being difficult. I didn't know him at all. I knew it was his face, and so he came out. We locked eyes, and it wasn't aggressive. It was just kind of we acknowledged each other, and there's something about the way that Ronnie's incapable of hiding how he feels, and you can see it immediately in his face. And it just sounds different because
it comes before
Safdie Bros.
Yeah, no, because it comes before. Yeah. The word comes before the last name, so it's less.
The brothers Safdie.
Maybe
that's
Brothers
it, yeah.
Quay, yeah.
You could do an opposite of like the White Stripes, where they're married and they're claiming they're brother and sister.
Oh, that's
you
right.
You have to just say that you're
We're married, yeah. I don't believe in the institution of marriage anyway, so